So this is part one of 2 lessons on meiosis. And before we can learn about meiosis, which occurs only in sex cells, we have to know some terms. So here comes a couple of terms. First, the word gamete. We will use this word a lot, and it refers to either a sperm or an egg, or in plants it could be a pollen grain, but a gamete is a sex cell. Gamete is a sex cell. The next term is haploid. Haploid, which refers to a single set of chromosomes. And we also use the N to represent a haploid number. So in humans, N is how many? How many chromosomes in a single set in humans? No, that's a double set. 23. So in humans, the haploid number is 23. And then the term that follows that is diploid. That's a double set of chromosomes. And you'll notice we're going to refer to it in humans as 2 times the single set, because it's a double set of chromosomes, 46. There is also such a thing as polyploidy, more than 2 sets of chromosomes. In fact, one of the students just informed me that at her mom's hospital, her mom is a chaplain at a hospital, a lady gave birth to a baby who's called a trisomy baby, which means they have 3 of every chromosome, so 3 sets of chromosomes. So that would be a triploid. Many plants, those monster strawberries that you buy at whatever store you buy at, if I say Safeway, I'll have to get paid royalties. Those big strawberries are usually octoploid. They have 8 sets of chromosomes in each cell of their structure. So lots. So here is another very, very important term, homologous chromosomes. They are members of a pair. That means they contain the genes for the same traits. They may not be identical. So on chromosome number 4, for example, your mom's gene might say her hair color is going to be black, but at the same spot on the dad's chromosome will be a gene for pigment in hair, and it might be red at the same spot. So they carry genes for the same traits on those chromosomes. Sex chromosomes. This is very simple. They're just referring to the X and Y chromosome. The other chromosomes are called autosomes. So if I talk about a trait that is autosomal, like cystic fibrosis, I think is autosomal, that means it's not on the X or Y chromosome, whereas Duchenne muscular dystrophy is on the X chromosome, I think. I know there's a gene for color blindness on the X chromosome, but many of the genes are autosomal. That means they're on a different chromosome besides X and Y. And those other chromosomes don't have letters to symbolize them, they have numbers. So we know of chromosome 21 in humans, for example, recording. The next 2 words, tetrad and synapsis, just to write them down and leave a couple of lines for each one, because once I explain meiosis to you, you'll be able to fill in those words and you'll understand what they mean. If I gave you the definition right now, you'd kind of go, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Tetrad and synapsis.